Okay, let's add some more stuff. Alright, so the guy fell into the pit. He can run through the walls, and you know what? The first thing that I want to do like 10 things at once. Alright, let's see here. When he fell into the pit, here's the first thing that we should notice. He looked like he was falling, and then all of a sudden he was down at the bottom. Now, we saw the same thing before when we were first starting off on the running side to side, and it's because we have not taken the shifting into consideration. We have the A2 shifting into consideration when he's moving side to side, but we don't have B2 anywhere. So under the draw hero, this should be as easy as just going to the end of the section with B and just saying, well, I want to add B2, but I'm going to put this all in quotes first so it doesn't try to involve it in this multiplication in any way. So plus B2 and plus B2. If all goes right, then he should fall nice and smooth into that pit. It did not draw him properly. Let's try it again. I want to get a better look at what happened. Yeah, he kind of smeared. Oh, I know why. Okay. Under timer. I wish if this was more like a video conference, it'd be cool because I could get feedback from you guys as we're going. I'd love to ask you if you know why it didn't work. Reason being, here we go. If right up here we have to erase the guy before we draw him again, that streaking was because it wasn't erasing him properly, or wasn't erasing him at all. So we're drawing where he is, but then based on the shift of A2, we have to draw either to the left or to the right to erase him. We haven't done that with B, or B2. So if B2 is less than 0, then we have to do B minus 1, and if B2 is greater than 0, we have to do plus 1. And then the thing is, we should probably be doing combinations too, to be honest. What if you're shifted, because if you're shifted to the right a little bit and shifted down, then you technically have to get, you're overlapping that corner piece too. So let's do this. Let's see, what do we want to do? I'm trying to think of an easier way to do this than to just hard code it. I'll run it like this for now. We'll come back. And he falls. And you probably saw a little bit of streaking on the side, and that's because he was drawing this tile because he wasn't completely, he was shifted a little bit onto this tile, so it was going to draw this one, draw where he was. He had started to fall, so it was going to draw the one below him, but he was shifted onto this one a little bit too, but it does not draw that angle one. So it was drawing these, but not that. So we could probably be safe, you know what, just to be sloppy with this whole thing for now. Or if you remember from Pac-Man, I was sloppy to start off with. It was just easier for me to cut corners. So we're going to say -1 and -1. Okay, forget it. We'll do it this way. That's what it was originally. We're going to say for z equals a minus 1 to a plus 1. I'm just going to do a little loop. For w equals b minus 1 to b plus 1. Call draw tile zw, next w, and next z. So what this will do is it does a 9-tile box. It starts with the one up and to the left of him, that's the a minus 1, and it's going to do 3 across, then move down 3 across, move down 3 across. So it should do everything around him. Now that's not the ideal way you want to do this. This is just our quick fix. Kind of like in Pac-Man, how I said just draw the whole screen when I couldn't figure out why it was leaving little pieces behind. And with that one I never ended up going back to fix it, but same idea. Just going with a quick fix for now, so we can keep on with the fun stuff, keep on going through. So he can run, but he does not run into walls. So we have falling working. I'm going to, even though he's falling onto lava, I consider that a victory because technically that is not sky. And we're going to have a separate piece of code to have him fall onto spikes or fall into lava. It's basically, it's going to be him falling into his death. So we don't have, we don't have that in there yet. So it's working so far. When he goes to walk, I'm going to get rid of that line of code. Sometimes I just comment things out because I think I might need them, but I don't think I'm going to need that. Here we go. This code. In here. This is what lets him walk side to side, right? So what we need to do... Let's see. Only let him move if that spot is clear. So we say if A2 is greater than 20, I'm going to put this here ahead of it first. If A2 is greater than 20 and tile of A plus 1 B, what would it be? Equals to 1 is a solid. Then A2 equals 20. So in other words, we're going to stop his A2 from actually being greater than 20. We're assuming that he has just gone over, right? Because this code is what's changing the A2s. So he's just moved beyond 20. If that's a wall in that one, we don't want him to actually reach that because that moves him and he'd be inside of a wall. So we're actually going to stop him. We're not stopping his A from changing, we're stopping his A2 from changing. So less than negative 20 and A minus 1 equals 1. Then A2 equals minus 20. Let's see if that works. It's one of those things that's not necessarily intuitive. Well, his falling's still a little weird, but see, it won't let him run through. Now what you can do is change those numbers so that instead of it saying minus 20, you know, negative and positive 20, it could be a different number so that he can't actually overlap the wall that far. Let me show you. So this is how far he can get right now. So instead of 20, let's say 10 and 10. Let's see how that works. And again, his falling is still not right because we just don't have that code in all the way. Okay, well, he got himself stuck. Maybe we don't want to change those. Alright, back to 20s. He'll overlap the walls for now. Later on, if it occurs to me why that's doing that, maybe I'll fix that. So he can't run into walls. We have that code. For those of you who are following the tutorials, writing comments is a good way of keeping track of this stuff. I don't usually put comments, and I probably should be doing that to help you guys. But that's him hitting the walls. We have ducking in place. We have falling is kind of working. I'm going to do climbing up and down. You know, that sounds like a good thing to do. I'm supposed to do jump. I'll admit I'm kind of avoiding doing jump just because it is one of the harder ones. No, alright, let's do swinging. Why not? Swinging has animation to it, so it's kind of fun to put in. We need another key, but the new key we put in is not going to be something that's necessarily held down. Like if you're running to the right or to the left, it makes a difference how long you hold a key down. So that's why we have to have these variables to keep track of when they've let go of the key. If it's something like attack, it doesn't matter if you tap it real quick or if you hold it down, you know, he's still going to just attack. So, things beeping. Let me save the video.